Hello and welcome. Today we will be exploring 360 video. Scenarios where it could be used in teaching, how best to capture it, and how to operate the cameras, and how to view it at the end. This YouTube video is chaptered. If you want to skip to the parts most relevant to you, like how to operate the cameras for example, check the video description for the timestamps. 360-degree videos are video recordings where a view in every direction is recorded at the same time, shot using an omnidirectional camera or a collection of cameras. During playback on normal flat display like a phone, the viewer has control of the viewing direction and you can scroll in any direction. However, if you view the video in a VR headset like the Focus 3, you are now immersed into the environment you've recorded. So why use 360 video? Well, for starters, 360 video allows viewers to be completely immersed and engrossed, going to places they've never been, seeing things they may never see in real life. This allows you to create a highly engaging experience which can be really impactful, pushing learners faster and farther than ever. Highly engaging experiences are also more likely to be shared. As such, sites like Facebook and YouTube both support 360 content natively. When it comes to education, 360 videos act as personal field trips. The learners can be transported to places that would be inaccessible on a normal school day. Shark-infested shipwrecks, outer space, lava fields, the slopes of Mount Everest, these are all video materials that exist for free on the internet right now. We, however, are in a position to create materials that are much more specific to our learners. Authentic working environments like construction sites, industrial kitchens, or concert stages. Replication of situations of first-person experiences like football drills, operating a lathe, or flambeing bananas. And exposure therapy, experiencing angry customers, overstimulated environments, or the opposite, taking a learner out of a real high-stress environment by placing them into a calmer virtual one. To help you decide if you'd like to film something in 360, we're going to use the acronym DICE to plan some useful things to film. D. This stands for dangerous. If an activity is potentially dangerous, this is a great place to start filming. The flames from your flambe, using an industrial lathe for the first time, these are potentially dangerous scenarios, especially to the uninitiated. From a pure safety point of view, allowing someone to experience these firsthand safely is a huge benefit. I is for impossible. Outer space, the bottom of Marianas Trench, these are the sort of places it would be impossible to take your learners to. These are also places you may be unlikely to film yourself, but many great resources of this nature already exist on sites like YouTube. C is for counterproductive. A great example of this would be in customer service. Allowing learners to experience difficult virtual customers first is better for their confidence than doing it in real life. E is for expensive. While it may be possible to take all your music learners on a tour of Abbey Road Studios, it's unlikely that college budgets will allow it. One-off trips can be captured and logged for posterity, giving all your learners access to places that may have only previously benefited a few. As it stands, the sort of things we'd love you guys to film are educational visits, pre-visit work placement videos, realistic workplace environments, and just the wow stuff. The really spectacular stuff, which is going to engage your learners and keep them enthusiastic and motivated. So if you've got something in mind, I've broken this down into two broader categories: a static camera and a dynamic camera. For the static camera, this is when you want the highest quality visuals in a relatively safe and predictable environment. Classrooms, workshops, museum, things like that. The camera is going to be on a tripod. The layout of the area, the placement of camera, the lighting, and possibly the action being filmed will have had planning and consideration put into it. For the dynamic camera, this is when the camera is probably moving, attached to a person or a vehicle. There may be a chance of it getting bumped or falling. It may get wet, and it could be outside, subject to variable weather and temperatures. The action being filmed is likely to be less well defined or improvised. The dynamic camera setup is also more likely to be first person, where you are following the actions of someone else. Here are some examples. The static camera could be an art gallery, a concert, an overarching view of a kitchen in full swing. The dynamic camera could be attached to a goalie as penalty takers fire shots at her. Likewise, it could be attached to the top of a car during a driving test. There are no hard and fast rules, however, and blurring the lines between both setups is to be expected. We have two different 360 cameras available, the GoPro 360 and the QooCam. For static camera applications, or where you need the highest fidelity video, we recommend the QooCam. For dynamic applications, or where the camera is likely to be bumped or get wet, we recommend the GoPro. So if you would like to use one of the cameras in a teaching project or to make materials for your course, contact one of the digital champions for more information. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.